Hello, everyone. My name is Hayden Brawley, and today I'm going to be talking about how sleep schedules affect the elite athlete. First, sleep is a very critical factor in athletic performance because it improves recovery, it enhances your mental focus, it reduces injury risk, and overall, it boosts your physical ability, such as performance and endurance. The first thing we'll look at today, for sleep benefits is your physical recovery side of it. So, when you are exercising, you're actually creating little micro tears in your muscles. So, sleep actually helps you recover those muscles and those tears and allows them to grow how they're supposed to. And that's how you get bigger and healthier, muscles. But these little tears can also become bigger and can also cause injuries in athletes who do not recover them well enough. So if you don't get good sleep after hard exercises that you do daily, then you're putting yourself at risk to those overuse injuries and a slower recovery. Next, we have the mental focus and decision making aspect of sleep benefits. Your mental your mental side of your sport is just as big as, or if not even bigger actually, than your physical side. So you need to be on very high alert and ready to make quick decisions when you are competing in sports at a high level. The recommended amount of sleep per night for elite athletes is 8 hours. So to be at 100% mentally, 8 hours of sleep is a recommendation, so you are alert and ready for anything that could happen. Either whether that's at practice or in a game. A lack of sleep can cause you to have really slow reactions, and which makes you very prone to mistakes in games. For example, if you are a goalie in soccer, you need super high reaction time and mental focus to stop a shot coming at you really fast. So if you're running off very little sleep, you're not going to be able to have a good reaction time, and you're putting your team in harm's way and at risk to lose. Next, we have reaction time and motor skills. Reaction time and decision making can really go hand in hand, but motor skills are something that every elite athlete possesses. Um, Motor skills are basically just how well you control your body on voluntary movements, such as footwork and coordination. So, like for football players, that would be like catching the ball or like trying to stay in bounds or like juke moves. But every single sport requires you to have motor skills of some sort, and a lack of sleep can actually significantly impair your motor skills, which is why the elite athletes need to take their sleep schedule very seriously. Next we have injury risk. This is the biggest one here, um, because one thing that a lot of professional teams go by, or just high level teams, and I know my team goes by as well, is that your best ability is availability. So if you're injured, you cannot help your team at all. Um, Overuse injuries are the number one injury in athletics because so many athletes are just so prided by working very hard, but some can do actually too much and end up hurting themselves. But sleep is the biggest counter to those overuse injuries because if you get good sleep, you're allowing your muscles to repair, putting you deep out of harm's way. Next on this list, that sleep benefits, or yeah, that benefits you athletically would be your performative benefits. So sleep improves what we like to call the big four of athletics, which is speed, strength, endurance, and jumping ability. Without these things in your sport, you're basically just useless out there. No, not actually, but it is a super obviously big competitive advantage to have those performative benefits. So getting better sleep is definitely an advantage when it comes strictly just to those performative aspects, and obviously to all the other ones, but that's just one of them. One example of real athletes, like at the very high level, would be Steph Curry. Um, he plays in the NBA. Obviously, a lot of people know him because he's one of the greatest basketball players of all time. He was actually in an interview talking about his sleep and saying how his sleep, or how his pregame naps are basically just essential to him. And then we have Cristiano Ronaldo, who was also in an interview talking about his sleep, saying how he sleeps 9 hours a night. Um, these are two of the biggest competitors in the world of their sport. Like, some people can argue for both that they are even the greatest of all time, and both of them take their sleep extremely seriously. And the links for those videos are in my works cited as well. Next, we have energy and endurance, which are obviously two huge necessities you need in your sport because without these things, you're going to be moving and acting super lackadaisical, even if you aren't even trying to, because a lack of sleep can cause you to not be able to do things athletically or energetically that you usually can do with ease because it gives you basically a false perception of where your fatigue sets in. So you could be doing something off of 4 hours of sleep that seems just like excruciating and super hard that you literally did the day before with ease off of 8 hours of sleep. To conclude, sleep is very essential in sports because it impacts your recovery, your focus time, your reaction time, and it prevents injuries. Um, and athletes who prioritize their sleep gain a huge competitive advantage. So your sleep should be treated like how you treat anything else athletically, like your training, nutrition, and conditioning. And here's my work cited.